Renee Golder has called Santa Cruz home her entire life. When she's not at City Hall, she's a principal at Bayview Elementary. Golder says that role keeps her focused on people who often don't get a seat at the table.
Kids are the only people in this town that do not choose to live here. Every other adult, they chose to live here. If they don't like something, if they want to leave, they can. But the kids don't have a choice, and so I really like to put them at the forefront of every decision that I make.
During her 6 years on council, Golder says her proudest work involved tackling the homelessness crisis. She credits new city policies with helping people transition from the streets into shelters.
We worked to pass the oversized vehicle ordinance where we have offered services to folks living in RVs and started to move people out of street homelessness. And there's still work to be done, and so that's where I'd like to continue to focus my energy.
She also points to the city's resilience through a string of federally declared emergencies,
including the COVID-19 pandemic, the fires, the catastrophic floods, and big storm events that we had where we had the wharf collapse and Westcliff collapse. And we've worked together to rebuild and get stronger.
Golder plans to keep the same focus if reelected, looking to expand on workforce housing projects.
A thriving workforce and a place where people of all income levels, socioeconomic backgrounds, and a diverse population can continue to work and live and thrive here in Santa Cruz for decades to come. That's my goal.
Challenging the incumbent is Gabriella Nowak. She's getting ready to graduate from UC Santa Cruz this spring. She says she brings a new perspective, ready to put her involvement in the community into action on the council.
As a student at Cabrillo College, I was a peer-to-peer tutor. As a student at UC Santa Cruz, I've taught tech equity programs in the local jail in Watsonville and now with Barrios Unidos.
In talking with her neighbors, Nowak says one conversation always stands out.
I'm hearing about how insecure housing is, how people can't afford to feed themselves, and how they couldn't even imagine being able to afford raising a family in Santa Cruz, even though they want to.
If she wins the District 6 seat, Nowak says she's putting 100% of her focus on affordable housing. She also wants to see local union crews on those jobs to make sure the work stays in Santa Cruz.
A lot of the housing projects that we see going up, they're using contracted labor from LA. We need to be prioritizing local jobs to sustain a Santa Cruz first economy so that people can continue to afford to live here.
Nowak sees herself as a bridge between different life experiences, understanding both the struggles of renters and the needs of homeowners.
I kind of see myself as a bridge between different economic positionalities and different life experiences. I understand both ends, and I understand that for a community to thrive and for everyone to be well in it, we need the homeowners to be able to keep affording their mortgage, and we also need renters to be able to keep affording their housing.
Two different voices, both asking voters for the chance to shape the future of the West Side. In Santa Cruz, I'm Jasmine DeJarnette, KSBW Action News 8.